That is a specimen from the Blue Alliance.
And a specimen from the Pdx Opps. That's a sample for the Fiend Droids.
That's one Speedy Auto from 20790. Let's see if they'll get this third specimen. Oh, not quite.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
The teleop period has now begun. Drivers are now able to control their robots.
22168 seems to be going for the high basket, while 20790 might be going into the submersible to get some more specimens.
It looks like the Fiend Droids are trying to score some specimens, just as their alliance partner, the Pdx Opps, is preparing preparing samples to turn into specimens.
Cappy Bearing seems to be a little bit stuck. However, they've gotten it unstuck.
That's a sample in the net zone for the Pdx Opps.
Cappy Bearings are back to scoring in that high basket.
Oh, sorry, that was another sample in the high basket for the Fiend Droids.
Hawkbotics is stacking up on those specimens, sorry.
Pdx Opps are continuing to score in that net zone.
Yes.
That's another sample for the Red Alliance. Oh, and the Pdx Opps just scored a sample in the high basket, and it looks like their alliance partner, the Fiend Droids, is doing the same.
Hawkbotics
That
is
is the
going
beginning
back.
of Endgame.
Hawkbotics is going for those specimens now. I think they're at around 5. And Cappy Bearings has achieved a level 2 ascent.
Oh, and so has the Fiend Droids. Okay, let's see. For the results of qualification match number 4, the winner is the Blue Alliance.
Nicely done, Blue Alliance.
And that's a sample scored for the Pdx Opps.
And a sample for the Blue Alliance as well in the high basket.
That's another sample for the Pdx Opps. It looks like they're going for a third.
Over on the Blue Alliance, we have some pretty interesting scooping mechanisms, it looks like.
The Pdx Opps didn't get that third sample in the high basket, but they did get in the net zone and park.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
What do you know? It's the time for teleop. And Dominic, it's already been established that I love teamwork and I love 3D printed parts. But do you know what else I love?
What?
LEDs. If we look over here, we have the Sunshine Circuits, and their robot is truly shining bright with those wonderful LEDs.
Love to see that.
It looks like their alliance partner, the Pdx Opps, is scoring samples at an amazing rate. That's a sample in the net zone for Pdx Opps.
Over on the Blue Alliance, High Velocity seems to be gathering those specimens to score on the high chamber.
Unfortunately, a sample has left the field. A yellow sample has left the field. Dominic, we're back to teamwork. I'm seeing the Sunshine Circuits pushing samples all the way over to their partner to score in the high basket. And with the sample that the Sunshine Circuits gave them, the Pdx Opps score in the high basket.
On the Blue Alliance, we have 4 specimens on the high chamber now, and it looks like 2 in the high basket, going for potentially a third. as we enter the endgame period.
Teams can now hang. With one last sample scored, looks like the Pdx Opps are going for a level 2 ascent.
The Blue Alliance, let's see if they can get this last specimen. And they have, nicely done.
And that is a level 2 hang for the Pdx. Mechanical Mage is off to a quick start, already scoring a sample in the high basket.
That's a sample and a specimen for the Blue Alliance.
That's another sample for the Mechanical Mages.
And I think we're going to get and that's a second high basket sample for the Blue Alliance, as well as a
Drivers, pick up your
specimen
controllers.
on the chamber.
3, 2, 1.
And what do you know, Dominated Talia period has begun. It looks like Mechanical Mages are continuing what they did at Autonomous, just scoring all of those samples.
The Ops seem to be going for this high basket over here, while their alliance partner goes for the high chamber.
And that's fine, scores a specimen. That's another sample for Mechanical Mages. Looks like they're going for more. Mechanical Mages is just continuing that scoring in the high basket. Looks like their alliance partner is going for a second specimen.
Blue Alliance has continued to score on the high chamber as well as in the...
And that is a specimen for That's Fine. Unfortunately, it's just barely hanging in there.
Stay in the field, please.
That's another high basket score for the Blue Alliance. And another high chamber specimen for the Blue Alliance.
And the end game period has now begun. It looks like That's Fine is being extra careful, and they scored another specimen. Looks like their alliance partners, Mechanical Mage, scores another sample.
Our Blue Alliance continues their tactic from Teleop and continues to score.
The Red Alliance is also continuing to score. They've got another sample and specimen.
The Blue Alliance has also ascended.
And it looks like we'll find out in just a second. For qualification match number 18, it looks like the Blue Alliance wins, but they scored 222.
Nicely done, Blue Alliance.
That's a specimen for DWAI and a sample for Pdx Opps. The Blue Alliance is off to a strong start.
Super Sigma has just missed a score on that high chamber.
That's a sample in the net zone for the Pdx Opps. It looks like DWAI's robot is going in a little bit of circles.
And that is one specimen on the high chamber for the Red Alliance.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
I believe both teams of the Blue Alliance parked. And what do you know? And it looks like it is time for Teleop. Team drivers can now control their robots. Pdx Opps got another sample in the net zone.
The Red Alliance seems to be scoring in that high basket.
That's yet another sample in the high basket for the Pdx Opps. Pdx Opps score a sample for the Blue Alliance, just as their alliance partner goes to score, just as DWAI, their alliance partner, scores a specimen. That's another specimen for DWAI.
The Red Alliance continues to score in the high basket. However, it looks like they've maybe tossed one outside of the field. The Giraffe bots
The blue alliance is going fast. It looks like DWAI scored a specimen just as their alliance partner, the Pdx Opps, scored a sample.
The Giraffe Guardians seem to be helping collect those specimens over for Super Sigma to maybe
That is the
score.
beginning of the end game period. Teams can now hang.
Super Sigma is now going for that high chamber scoring specimen.
With these last couple seconds, it looks like DWAI and the Pdx Opps are scoring in the net zone. Oh, that's a level 2 aside for the...
Winner of match 23 is the Blue Alliance. Congratulations, Blue Alliance.
I just realized I...
Is your alarm going?
That's a sample for the Pdx Opps. They gotta be careful. It looks like they might crash into EMP.
It looks like EMP is on the wrong side of the field. Which
Oh, sorry.
could
And when I wasn't looking,
potentially-
Fibonacci scored a specimen.
That's twice. Nope. 3 times.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And what looks like an unfortunate collision, part of the PDX's Ops robot seems to have snapped off onto the field. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be too important of a piece. Fibonacci is making as many specimens as they can.
EMP is stocking up on those red samples, turning them into specimens.
That's
So you
another
could-
specimen for Fibonacci, and a sample for their alliance partner, the PDX Ops.
Oh, take your time, take your time.
That's even more specimens for Fibonacci. PDX Ops score a sample in the high basket. They're now
Overcharge
hunting through the
seems-
submersible for more samples.
Overcharge. Oh.
That's a sample in the net zone for PDX Ops. Oh no, they're grabbing it again, just trying to get a score in the low basket.
Overcharge seems to be having troubles with their transfer system, not being able to pick anything up. However, EMP has scored a ton on that high chamber. Nicely done.
That's yet another sample for the PDX Ops. Fibonacci are going to score a specimen.
Overcharge
Oh,
seems
and-
to have figured it out. Oh, Overcharge seems to have figured it out and is now scoring in the high basket. Sorry, Bristol.
Zone is protected.
Fibonacci has to be nice and careful here to make sure that they don't de-score one of their specimens.
Holding blue.
Did you see the interference
Right now? On red. No, I believe. Thank you.
That is a sample in the high basket for Fibonacci. Looks like Fibonacci might be going to hang or park.
And that is a
That is a level 2 ascent for
level
both
3
teams
ascent
on the
from
Blue
EMP.
Alliance.
Let's see here, Bristol. And it looks like a win from the Blue Alliance. Congratulations, Blue Alliance. Alrighty, over here for match 32. Bristol, can you win?
That is a specimen for all hands on tech. And a sample in the...
13784 has scored on the high specimen.
There we go, there we go. Oh, stay in the field. We gotta stay in the field.
Lightning just misses another sample. I mean specimen.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And now we're in the teleop period.
It looks like All Hands on Tech is cycling those samples, trying to make as many specimens as possible.
Frog Force seems to be going for the low basket over here and has scored. Nicely done.
Oh, and it looks like the Pdx Opps are scoring some samples in that high basket.
Now, Lightning seems to be going to continue scoring on that high chamber, those specimens, while their teammate Frog Force is going for that low basket. They've scored another and are looking at maybe a third one.
All right, that's another
as long as
sample
they
for the
stay
Pdx Opps.
inside the field.
Oh, it looks like All Hands on Tech has switched us, not just creating specimens, but scoring them too. It looks like their alliance partner is intaking for that submersible, trying to score as many samples in the high basket as possible.
Frog Force has scored again in the low basket. Nicely done. And that's the end game period.
Yet another specimen for All Hands on Tech. Oh, it looks like the Pdx Opps are going for one more, or at least a couple other sample. They get it in the net zone.
The Blue Alliance has continued to score on both the high chamber and the low basket. Let's see.
And I believe, why don't we go and find out? It looks like the winner of qualification match number 34 was the Red Alliance.
Nicely done, Red Alliance. Red Alliance has scored in the high basket as well as scored a specimen.
That's a specimen for the skeletons.
That's a second specimen for the Red Alliance. And 3 specimens and 4 in the high basket for Red Alliance. Nicely done, you guys.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Our Red Alliance seems to be stacking up on those specimens, while their alliance partner is going for the high basket.
And unfortunately, it looks like the automated skeletons have a sample stuck in, or a specimen stuck inside of their robot. But it looks like their alliance partners are working on making some even more specimens. Oh, it looks like the digital dragons are going to start scoring some specimens.
The Red Alliance has continued to score on that high chamber as well as in the high basket. Although it looks like they might be a little bit stuck on their wires there. So are switching over to the low basket instead.
Dominic, I'm seeing some more of that teamwork.
Yes.
The automated skeleton had a specimen stuck in the robot, and now the digital dragons are trying to pull it out.
That's something I've loved.
Oh, but unfortunately it appears it might have been... Oh, and they do it! The automated skeleton is able to re-enter the game.
That's something I've loved to see this season, with all of these robots helping each other out, grabbing specimens from where the other robot cannot get them.
Oh, it looks like now that the automated skeletons are back, they're trying to get just the last couple samples in that high basket.
Red Alliance has been working hard over here.
That is a hang from the digital dragons.
The Red Alliance is going for...
Well, Dominic, let's see. For qualification match number 41, it looks like the... Wait, sorry. It looks like the Red Alliance won with a score of 246.
And now announcing our top 3 teams. Our team in the 3rd seed is 21609 Pdx Opps. Now we'll move down to the next alliance captain. So 3rd seed captain team 21609 Pdx Opps. Which team would you like to invite to join your alliance?
We would like to graciously invite 7604 DWAI.
Team 7604 graciously accepts.
Blue Alliance is
Specimen
off
for
with a-
DWAI and a
Blue
sample
Alliance-
for the PDX Opps.
Blue Alliance is off with a specimen, but they just hit the submersible, throwing off one of their other ones,
That's
unfortunately.
yet another sample for the PDX Opps. Let's see, they're going for a 3rd. And that's a 3rd sample for the PDX Opps. That is 4 whole samples for the PDX Opps. Nice job.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
The teleop phase has now begun. Drivers have control of their robots.
Cappy bearings seem to be going for those specimens.
It
While
looks like the PDX Opps are trying to score some
Eagles
samples.
almost get caught on that basket there.
DWAI. That's a sample in the low basket for the PDX Opps.
A Blue Alliance has scored 2 specimens on the high chamber already.
DWAI also scores a specimen.
That's a 4th specimen for the Blue Alliance.
They're so evenly matched. I'm seeing DWAI score specimens just at the same pace as that Blue Alliance. It looks.
Hey, Bristol, I think I'm seeing some of our favorite thing over here.
Dominic, are you saying that you're seeing some teamwork? What's going on?
Well, it looks to me like the Eagles are grabbing blue samples from the submersible and ferrying them over for their alliance partner to grab and score on the chamber.
Now, that's amazing, Dominic. And just as that's going on, DWAI was also scoring some specimens. This is truly quite the intense match.
Yes.
And what do you know? Endgame has already begun. You know, once you get this late in matches, those high rungs are just filling up with specimens. Not much more room left to score.
It looks like the Eagle, and it looks like the Red Alliance wins. Congratulations, Red Alliance.
It looks like Alliance number 3 will be moving on to the next playoff. That's a sample and specimen for the Red Alliance.
That is a score on the chamber as well as the high basket for the Blue Alliance.
And the metalheads are using a pusher to get those samples in possession. That's another specimen for the metalheads.
We have 3 high basket scores from the Blue Alliance.
Super Sigma in takes the sample from the field and scores it. That's yet another specimen for...
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Teleop period has now begun.
Seems we had a slight delay for DWAI, but their team, their alliance partner is going for it, getting those high basket scores. They have 5 so far.
You know, Dominic, this is one of the most packed submersibles I've seen yet. We have 3 separate teams all working as hard as they can to grab those scoring elements.
Yes. Oh, barrel miss from the Ops. However, DWAI is back up and running. They are getting those specimens. Oh,
that's another sample for
there.
Super Sigma. Metalheads is just focused in on getting all of those samples available or all those samples into specimens. So after Super Sigma misses a high basket sample, they try again and get it the second time.
DWAI is continuing to get those high chamber specimens.
Yet another specimen for the metalheads.
The Ops are continuing to get these high basket scores into the end game period.
Dominic, do you think we'll see any hangs here? I definitely can see that the metalheads are able to, but honestly, they're getting so many specimens that I just don't know.
Yep. And that's a hang from the Ops.
That's
Nicely
another
done.
specimen for metalheads.
4, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, match
for
number 4.
playoff match number 4, it looks like the Red Alliance won. Nice job to Alliance number 2.
Nicely done.
But nice job to both the teams there. That's a specimen for DWAI and a sample for the Pdx Opps.
EMP has gone over to the other side. If the Red Alliance hits them now, it is a penalty for their side, I believe. However, their alliance partner has scored. And it seems like the other side might not hit them.
Looks like DWAI is going for one more specimen in that auto period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, EMP is off. They have almost scored on the high chamber. They were attempting. However, their partner here, Fiend Droids, has scored 2 in the high basket.
It looks like DWAI is trying to bring all those samples into the observation zone, trying to get as many specimens as possible. Oh, that subversal is busy once again. Both teams on the Red Alliance are trying to intake from it. It looks like the Pdx Opps are continuing to score those samples in the high basket.
I've got to say, despite losing the rubber bands on their robot Fiend Droids, I am loving the ingenuity of having these commonplace items to help the robot grip the samples.
On the talk about ingenuity, I heard the Pdx Opps are having problems about samples getting stuck in the robot, and so they put a box in the robot to protect it. Now that's, I think, pretty ingenuitive.
That's pretty cool.
And that's yet another specimen for DWAI, and their alliance partner, the Pdx Opps, scores a sample as well. That's another specimen sample combo for the Red Alliance.
EMP has scored 3 times.
And what do you know, the endgame period has just begun.
Both of our Blue Alliance have come over to Ascent. One of them has
It might be
succeeded.
endgame, but the Red Alliance is still hard at work trying to score as many objects as they can as time allows.
And if EMP makes it, this will be a level 2.
For playoff match number 6 are?
I can. And it looks like a win from the Red Alliance. Congratulations, Red Alliance. All hands on
That's
tech
a
is
specimen
off
for
with
DWAI and a
specimen.
sample for the Pdx Opps.
That's a high basket for Fibonacci. A slight miss from All Hands on
Oh,
Tech.
that's another sample for the Pdx Opps.
Another high basket for Fibonacci. And another specimen for All Hands on Tech.
The Pdx Opps unfortunately seem to have flipped their robot over.
That's a third specimen.
Drivers, pick
for
up
All
your
Hands on
controllers.
Tech.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the Pdx Opps are back in it. It looks like DWAI is having a couple of problems with their wiring, but they're back. Looks like they're ready and back to go again.
All Hands on Tech is getting those specimens, while Fibonacci is going for that high basket. They have 3 so far, while All Hands on Tech is stockpiling those blue samples.
It looks like DWAI is doing the same. They're just trying to collect all the samples they can so that they can start scoring some specimens.
Fibonacci scored in the net zone of the Blue Alliance. Oh, careful, watch those red
And that's another
samples there.
sample for the Pdx Opps in the low basket.
All Hands on
DWAI
Tech.
scores yet another specimen.
All Hands on Tech is scoring on that high
That's
chamber.
still even more specimens for DWAI. Oh yeah, this is a close race. DWAI and All Hands on Tech are neck and neck with those specimen scores.
That's another high basket for Fibonacci. And another specimen for All Hands on Tech.
That's another sample for the Pdx Opps.
It is now the end game period. All Hands on Tech continues to score on that high chamber.
I know, I'm excited. I bet we'll be seeing some hangs here. It looks like that's what the Pdx Opps are about to do.
Fibonacci just makes that final, that next one in the high basket, and looks like they're going for an ascent. And achieve that. All Hands on Tech goes for a final. Yes.
Pdx Opps are so close to that hang. I don't know if they can quite get.
And it looks like our winner is the Blue Alliance. Congratulations, Blue Alliance, with 240 points.
For second place, we have Pdx Opps 21609. Woo! Good job, Pdx Opps. Woo! Nicely done, team. Great work, very inspiring. Nicely done, Pdx Opps.